Okay, let's talk about generative AI. It's way more than just the latest tech buzzword, right? It's a fundamental shift in how businesses can create, innovate, and operate. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise to give you a clear, actionable blueprint for understanding and implementing this transformative technology. Okay, let's dive in. So here's what we've got on tap. First, we're going to get beyond the hype to really understand what Gen AI is. Then we'll take a peek inside the AI engine room to see how it all works. After that, I'll lay out the Gen AI blueprint you'll need to build with. We'll talk about the best implementation strategy, and finally, we'll tackle that big question: should you augment or automate?
All right, first things first, let's really get past all the headlines and build a solid foundation for what we're actually talking about here.
So what is generative AI, really? I mean, that's the question on every business leader's mind, isn't it? Is it just a chatbot, an image creator? Well, the answer is both simpler and a whole lot bigger than that. Okay, and this right here is the crucial distinction. For years, we've had AI that analyzes existing data or predicts outcomes. Generative AI is different. It creates entirely new stuff. The big takeaway here? Don't think of it as just one app. Think of it like a foundational technology, kind of like the internet itself, that can be woven into countless applications to generate brand new value. And this slide really shows you its power as a kind of multi-tool for innovation. I mean, what if you could create amazing marketing copy in seconds, or summarize a huge 100-page legal doc down to the key points instantly? Imagine being able to discover hidden customer sentiment across thousands of reviews, or automate the really tedious process of writing technical docs. That's the kind of versatility we're talking about.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and look at the core technology that makes all of this possible. Let's see how this thing is actually built.
You know, what's so interesting here is the massive leap forward this represents. We've gone from these really specific, single-task AIs, like a basic spam filter on the left, to these incredibly flexible foundation models on the right. The strategic shift is huge. We're moving from a tool that does one thing to a platform that can learn to do, well, almost anything, from writing poetry to analyzing complex financial data, all from one core engine. So, with all that power, how do you actually harness it? The answer is prompting. Think of this as the new essential business skill, and it's not about writing complex code. Nope, it's about clear communication. Learning how to ask the right questions and provide the right context, that's the key to unlocking exactly what you need from the model. It's the new interface between human ideas and AI execution.
All right, we get the engine. Now let's look at the actual blueprint for building a full Gen AI solution from the ground up.
So let's break down this entire tech stack. Think of it like a 5-layer cake, right? Each layer is totally essential and it builds on the one below it. We're going to start at the very bottom with the raw computing power and build our way up to the applications your teams and customers will actually interact with.
So, layer 1. At the absolute bottom, you've got the hardware. This is the raw horsepower we're talking about. Those specialized chips, the high-speed networks, all the stuff you need to actually run these massive AI models. Layer 2. Next up, you have the models themselves. This is the brain of the whole operation. These are those powerful foundation models we just talked about, like Gemini. And honestly, this is where a ton of the innovation and the competition is happening right now as companies race to build the most capable AI core. Okay, layer 3 is the platform. You can think of this as the workshop. It gives your developers all the tools they need to take a foundation model, tweak it for your business, and manage it effectively without having to build everything from scratch.
Now, layer 4, this is where things get really powerful. Agents are the doers. They take the model's intelligence and basically give it hands and feet by hooking it up to other software tools and APIs. This lets the AI perform these complex, multi-step tasks all on its own. Imagine a travel agent that can actually search for flights, find hotels, and then book everything for you across different systems.
And that brings us to the top. Layer 5, the applications. This is the part that everyone actually sees. The chatbot you talk to, that little button in your document editor, or the custom app your team uses every single day. It's the friendly face sitting on top of all that powerful tech.
Okay, so having the blueprint is one thing, but, successfully building with it, that's a whole other ballgame. Let's talk strategy.
So what's the winning play here? Top down or bottom up? Well, the best companies don't just pick one. They create this powerful feedback loop, combining that clear top-down vision from leadership with the practical, on-the-ground insights from their teams.
The top gives you the why, and the bottom tells you the how.
And this table really breaks down how that actually works in practice. See, executives, they have to align AI with the big business goals and get the resources. But it's the managers and the individual contributors, they're the ones in the trenches. They know the real pain points, and they can show the tangible impact of these smaller experiments.
All right, last section. Let's tackle maybe the most critical strategic decision you'll have to make. What is AI actually for in your company?
Yeah. This is the fundamental choice, isn't it? Is AI going to be a partner for your people, or is it going to be a replacement? The real answer, of course, is probably going to be a mix of both.
Let's look at the difference in practice. Augmentation. That's all about making your experts even better. It's like giving a financial analyst superpowers for processing data. Automation, on the other hand, is about freeing those same experts from the boring, repetitive stuff, like answering the same pricing questions over and over, so they can focus on the high-value strategic work.
But here is the single most important thing to remember. Whether you choose to augment or automate, humans are still at the center of the process. It's absolutely essential. As you can see here, we're the ones selecting the right data, designing the prompts, and, this is huge, evaluating the output. AI is an incredibly powerful co-pilot for sure, but it's human expertise that steers it towards real business success.
You know, this quote really just sums it all up perfectly. Success with Gen AI, it isn't just about having the coolest technology. It's about combining that clear vision from the top with the empowered, innovative energy of your teams on the ground.
So there you have it. We've deconstructed the technology, we've laid out the strategy, and we've defined the roles. The only question left is, now that you have the blueprint, what problems are you going to solve? And what opportunities are you going to seize with this powerful new capability?